So we have a longer case study video just coming up which will show you sniping in action, but just to give you a summary to start with, sniping is where we bid on an auction but we do it just before the auction ends, right? So we're trying to snipe in under other people's bids. So if someone's bid in advance, they think they're going to win, they're winning, and then we come in 3 seconds to go, bam, and we win the auction. It sometimes seems like an unethical thing to do, but it's eBay. This works on eBay. This is what we do. You get used to it if you're bidding on eBay. Now, before we do this, we have to make sure we do some due diligence before we bid. So we want to just double check that this auction we're going to bid on is still a good one to bid on. The current price is still the lowest price on eBay for this product. It's still lower than it has sold in the past. So we're going to look at historic listings and see what they sold for to just get a picture in our head of how much this still actually sells for. Because we're looking for bargains, we don't want to overpay. We're also going to check, do I actually need to bid on this? So we're going to do a search for the product and see what other listings are available. Because if there's plenty of other listings in there and they're under the price we want, we don't need to win this. So we don't need to bid high, so we can still price low. We can look to see how many people actually bid on the auction to see what demand is. Chances are, if there's only 1 or 2 people ever bidding, it will come up. It will come up at the price you want. You will get it. You do not have to bid on this one. And the reason we do all this is to decide on a price, because we want to stick to it. The other thing we can do is we can kind of predict in advance how the auction is going to go. So if we look at who is currently bidding on the product that we're going to try and snipe, we'll be able to see in the bid history how many people have bid. We can look at those people, see what their bidding pattern is like, and we'll get a feel for whether we're likely to win or not. Because I do this manually, I create a calendar entry about 10 minutes before, then I can come along, I can see how the auction is doing, and then I will bid about 10 seconds before. So I'll click, I'm going to bid about 30 seconds before, the dialog comes up, I wait till about 10 seconds, then I hit the bid button and let the bid go through, and it'll probably go through about 7 to 5 seconds. If anyone else is manually sniping, they might still hit me. If anyone's doing automated sniping, they might overtake me, but more than likely what's going to happen is that the person who is currently bidding on it has put in a relatively high number because they're not using these strategies, and they will win. If no one is bidding, then you might get a snipe war, but you've set your limit and that's fine. There are automated tools that can do this, but I don't use them. I think they're against eBay's terms and conditions. I used to use them. There's one called Auction Sentry. It was very good, but then it got very bad. I stopped using it. Now there are plenty of software as a service options out there. If you want to try them, I do this manually. I think it's much more reliable, forces me to have patience, forces me to do due diligence, and I'm happy with that. And you're going to see all that in action in the following case study.